Is rage dying? No, but seriously, I finally understand the secret to the underground. The secret to relative success in music as a whole. For the longest, I thought it was that if someone can make a music video or just has the budget to make them, I thought it was how clean the production of the music is. I thought it was the ability to capture attention by any means.
World star, let's go!
And while that one is still a way, it's not the only surefire way. And it's definitely not the most important. I'm giving away the secret, but not like those steps to get rich with how I got a Lamborghini. Knowledge. I'm going to explain why the underground is in shambles, and it's not the music. It's the consumers, not the artists and producers. Yes, the fans, you, the people absorbing and supporting them. If you pay attention, they give it all away with one word. You ready? Aesthetic. Think about it. Aesthetic is the only thing people react to. Take Meg Thee Stallion. What's her aesthetic? Bad bitch, right? So she's going to attract bad bitches or girls who want to be bad bitches.
Thoughts on Israel versus Parmesan?
Her fan base consists of In My Bag, period, sticks tongue out while twerking, edges laid.
Baby!
Or take NLE Chopper. What's his aesthetic? Street nigga, am I correct? In My Bag, holds my handgun signs or gang signs and photos. Always says, free my whoever. Someone always posts some mood subliminally about how he has to move because fake people around him. He has his mixtape in his bio at all times. He always wears designer clothes. Let's even look at our community, specifically the artist. Let's go with NASCAR Aloe. His own aesthetic is what? Punk. Quotes an old punk band or quotes their title. Is always in some rundown urban building with something from the early to mid 2000s or even before. Stands like a punk, I guess. You get the gist. His fan base is going to be alternative, influence edgelords into meme culture. That's basically why rage as a genre is dying. It has no aesthetic. Only certain artists in it have aesthetics. That's why other artists are never growing. Here, for more proof, let's take Kamiyata. When Kamiyata first started, he brought in a new aesthetic for the time. Anime loving, dreads colored, blacked out clothes with straps and chains, quoting cool borderline thug stuff in his lyrics. More recently, his aesthetic never really changed or stands out. Sure, his music is still good, and in some ways you can even say he's improved, but his aesthetic, his lyrics, his appearance, what he does, it never really changed. Sure, Project and Seven have cool aesthetics, and that's why they're constantly growing, but they isolate from the community anyway, so they keep their circle. Sure, they have some of the strongest fan bases. Seven can cuss out a fan, and they just post how much they love him in their story the next minute.
Who? Seven?
Seven sounds like a 16-year-old. Let's make fun of Seven. Seven sounds like a little kid. He sounds like a gay little kid. Shut the f***. You can suck my I see you drowning. I'm not gonna save.
But Project and Seven are becoming so diverse, they're growing from other communities like metal or techno, not just rage or emo like when they started. That's why I jumped on their wagon so long. Their aesthetic is secured their spot in music. People like one of my favorites, Error, and my other favorite, Hanja, etc. so forth, anyone you can name. Anyone in the community that you can think of is unbelievably talented in vocals or lyrics or production or a mixture of all of that. They don't akin a specific aesthetic. No matter how amazing their music is, as it is, most consumers will listen but won't subscribe to them. That's why they can have a song that reaches like 50K but will maintain a 3K following on any platform that it's on. No, it's not fair. I especially don't like it. I feel talent obviously should overshadow aesthetic, but that's how the community works apparently. So I made this for anyone wondering and questioning, is Rage dying? So in my answer, yes and no. Yes as a genre, no as in particular artists. Genre bending and blurring is the definition of this age. It's got to a point that subcultures aren't even easily identified anymore. Take for example goth or emo. They're basically the same thing now. It's just wearing black with chains and piercings and tattoos. Anyone can claim gothic or edge or emo, and that belonged to any subculture like how it used to be. There was a fine line between goth and emo and punk and all of that, and nowadays it's just taking some aesthetic, again, that word, from what it used to be and is adding it to what you have now. That's it. So there's so much genre bending, no one really cares anymore as long as you have the aesthetic, as long as it's aesthetically pleasing. If you look like a thug and it looks cool, your music can be subpar at best, you're going to blow. No one cares about Rage. I do because I'm a nerd. Some of you do because you found a loving to it. And yeah, but there's still people that love it, but as a genre, it's not really going to grow. So yeah, NASCAR is going to grow. People like Project and Seven are going to grow. Of course, Scarlord's constantly growing. But that's it. People that jump on the bandwagon, they make good music and have a cool aesthetic, they're going to make it. If not, they're just going to swift through the cracks. You can make a hit song, bangers, like, all the time. People do that all. LXXIV, the Capital Flex, the list can go on and on, but if they don't nail that aesthetic, they won't grow. And you have to constantly maintain it. Seven does a great job at that. So he's going to blow up pretty soon. A lot of people are going to blow, but that's really it. Anyway, this has been a Life Happens video. More coming. Sorry I haven't been posting. I'll make a video explaining why I haven't been posting. But yeah, that's it. Stay tuned. Love you all.